So I'm out on the Buffalo River Trail for a few days. I think this is the third, maybe the fourth time I've hiked this Boxley section. I think it's the first time that I have hiked it in the daylight though. Well, isn't that special? I can't believe how overgrown this trail is so early in the year. This section of trail doesn't get much love. This is Arrington Creek. There's a great little camp spot up on top of the hill where I'm going to stop and eat some lunch and take a little break. Nobody has camped here in years. Though they're few and far between, beautiful view of Boxley Valley. Some posh accommodations at this spot. Sometimes this section of trail reminds me of hiking through the fire swamp in The Princess Bride. The trail runs back through a lot of these box canyons. The biggest climb of the day at the end of the day. Looks like a good setup for the night. This is my makeshift clothesline. I'm hoping my socks will dry by morning. Sun's starting to go down. Day one is in the books. Good morning. When the Civilian Conservation Corps was building this trail, they would use this sinkhole as a place to take shelter in and to get cool. I'm about to start the long downhill into Ponca. This is Pruitt Landing. This is where the majority of people who start a Buffalo River float trip will put in and canoe down to one of the campgrounds where they're picked up and brought back. This would be a pretty spot to camp with a great view of the river. This is Steel Creek Campground. Drop down to wash up a little bit, take a break, make a cup of coffee. I'm going to be headed back on the trail real soon. Going to cross this little stream, then we start the infamous climb to the Steel Creek Overlook. Wrote a blog about this one time. Real poor spot for a blowdown. This is the Steel Creek overview. Well worth the climb. Just ran into some day hikers. They all smelled so clean. I've camped here twice. One of my favorite places to camp. It's kind of nice once you're up and over the Steel Creek lookout. The trail mostly turns into a bunch of puds. It's pretty cruisy from there on to Pruitt. Indian Creek, where you hike up to the Eye of the Needle. This is where I'm posted up for the night. I found a flat spot along the trail, so I took it. This was a beautiful spot to camp last night, but I didn't sleep real well because it's not real level. I stopped and grabbed a bottle of water out of one of these pools. Don't want to drink it unless I have to, but the water sources are getting few and far between. Try to wrap my mind around how much work it was for the Civilian Conservation Corps to build a stairway like this. Cherry Grove Cemetery. There's a couple of Civil War veterans buried here. This makes me think, what am I doing with my life? Because someday this is all that will be left. At one time there was a cable or a suspension bridge that went across the river. This is the Parker Hickman Homestead. Of this hike has been blowdowns. A storm came through a couple weeks ago and took out tons of trees. Good place to catch some shade on a hot day. This is the Cedar Glade picnic area. Really nice place to stop and take a break. All set up for the night. 14 miles today. Gonna finish the trail tomorrow. And we're on the home stretch.